Hi, Hubert.
Hey, nice to Martin. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
In Vegas.
In Las Vegas, an hour when Atlassian Team 2024 is kicked off.
Oh yeah, super excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
It's not your first time, right?
No, if I'm counting properly, it's third time in Vegas, and I've been in Vienna and Barcelona. So fifth time.
How often have you been here as a marketplace vendor?
Okay, so I'm first time because I'm new to the Atlassian ecosystem as a marketplace partner. But in Atlassian ecosystem, I'm since 2011, so long time. So I have been the Atlassian consultant. I've been Atlassian engineer, support. I went through all the ladder till to be the founder of the company. So
yeah, cool. You've been working with eBay, a massive company.
Correct.
And now you're a founder. How come?
Okay, so it was interesting story. So when the COVID hit all over Europe and all over the world, so I called a few friends of mine and said, hey, listen, how about doing something in our free time? Because as Atlassian consultant, I had a need of application to do clients instance assessment. At that time, I was also working for eBay still, but the eBay was acquired by Adevinta. But we always had a problem with data governance. So we never had the time for cleaning up the instance, analysis, and analyzing everything. And then I decided to build my own app, and for myself.
Mm-hmm.
And then...
Did you code it, or did you have a partner coding it?
So we are 3 co-founders. No, we coded it together. So to be honest, I'm pretty basic developer, but I have 2 architects with me. So I was mostly product owner or design and tester, and also like checking the bugs, and they were doing the most of the development. And then
checking the bugs.
Yeah, exactly.
Very nice.
Somebody has to do that.
I'll take that back to our team. I'm just checking your bug.
Yes, and because really often the bugs are sometimes trivial, like misspelling or like URL. We had a bug yesterday that one of the button points to our own developer environment other than the clients were installed. So
who didn't have that?
Yes, exactly. Pretty basic bugs. And of course I did the testing because none of the developers like to do the testing. And then 2022, so we had an app for eBay, and also that time Atlassian announced Codegaze 2022.
Mm-hmm.
And the one of requirement was to build an app in Forge.
Yeah.
So we converted the data center to Forge, so our concept, and we improved it. Then we send it, and let's see what happened. And it was super big surprise for all of us because we were sitting in Berlin, and then it was announcement because it was super fun project and it was for my needs mostly. And then I realized that we won first place.
Okay.
And then it all started. So then I been contacted by Atlassian and said, hey, listen, you have a nice... first of all, we won the prize to be in the Vegas of full our team last year.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got some money. But the money was not that big to just take it seriously. So I was first of all thinking, okay, that's a nice price. Let's spend it in Vegas and go somewhere else and get some money for other like entertainment. But then I had a small discussion with Philip from Atlassian, the leader of venture capitals, and they said, hey, listen, you have a nice idea. You won the first place. Maybe you should push that forward, that idea. And after some discussion, then now we are Atlassian Venture, part of Atlassian Venture, and we have our product released to the market for data center and cloud. And we had also fun project last year for playing with ChatGPT. Everybody likes to integrate something with ChatGPT, so we also integrated the Jira with ChatGPT for something that I hate to do, so definition of done and definition of ready, so you can with one click convert that to the list of actionable items and then to the checklist. Pretty basic stuff, but we also got some small award for that. So yeah, and that's why I'm here first time as a vendor and super happy. Let's see what will be next.
Yeah, cool. And what do your apps actually do?
So our Doctor for Jira fulfill 3 main use cases. So first of all, so we take over the data governance and cleaning up the instances automatically. So first use case. Second use case is helping migration to cloud, because when I left eBay, I worked with the Cross ALM as a solution partner for a short period, and we had a couple of migration to cloud, around 10 or 12 I did. And with the for Jira, you can migrate everything and clean it up after in the cloud, or you can also install the data center version, clean it before, and also clean it after. Because we have.
What does clean it up mean?
So, for example, you have unused objects. So what our Jira does, it really go on the low level of the Jira. So analyzing every single object in the Jira, like every single issue type, every single custom field, every single screen. And then we give a recommendation based on my experience and my colleagues. So we had a group of 10 consultants with the 10 plus years experience, and we built some kind of static analysis, but we also built some dynamic using our Google algorithm, and also tuned the Python algorithm that we have. So we also do the extended AI analysis of your instance if you want. So because that was our request from the German customers, hey, listen, nice tool, but we don't want to have AI because you need to send to your API. You can disable that, no problem. So overall, you get a list of every single item you have in the Jira, every object with recommendation in the row. And then the recommendation is, for instance, like project is not used because you do not have any ticket created in the last 180 days. You can like modify that parameter, or maybe you should consider changing the project lead because it's inactive. That was always problematic to keep up to date the project leads in eBay. And our compliance were always complaining, hey, listen, you don't have an active project lead, means that you don't have a point of contact for this group of people, and so on. And you can also automate everything. So you can just click 3 or 4 buttons, and then you can move like all project to the trash that you selected. The same for the custom fields. And now we brought here also the cool feature about merging custom fields. So let's say one of our use case that we have for the client was that acquisition of the French company by German company, and they merged together 2 instances cloud, and they have custom fields in German and French. So with using our tool, you can find the similarities no matter the language. So you can have like ops and fruits, and you can merge all the ops into the fruits automatically with moving all the data from source to destination custom field, also changing the filters automatically and the context of the custom fields. So that's a new feature that we have, and we plan to analyze every schemes that also for similarities. For example, we have a client right now that has 1,000 screens exactly the same, and they would like to keep one. So we are working right now on that feature. So yeah, that's what the doctor for Jira does. So it's giving a prescription for data governance.
This is also content that we think is interesting for other people who are founders or creating apps. And if you're creating this app, what do you think about like your licensing model? So I now understand what the Jira Doctor does for me, but I could get this Jira Doctor on an evaluation license, use it extensively, and then not prolong. That's not a challenge.
Oh, you hit the spot. So exactly, that's the biggest challenge that we have right now. So what we try now to give more possibilities to the users, that they will not do one-time action, but they will keep the data governance in the long term.
Yeah.
So you have like inline
developing the app in that direction.
Yeah, like inline editing, changing the filters, analyzing the filters, because the objects that are changing daily. So it's not only about cleaning once instance, but doing like data governance for a long time. Maybe some reminders, so we're thinking about new feature like reminders. So we are looking for some functionalities that will be used for longer time. But of course, that's also the problem of growth of our app, because we have like already 250 installations, but active right now we have 35.
Yeah.
So exactly the problem. However, we also, because that was my idea and the biggest problem as a consultant, to do the instance assessment. When you go to the new client, probably you are
I like that, because first of all, you have to solve a customer problem.
Yes.
This seems to be a customer problem. And the second step, if you understand, okay, my business model doesn't work that way, yeah, it's like you have to pivot somehow and maybe do something else or so. But that sounds like an interesting.
But do you know the configuration manager, one of my favorite tool in the app in the Atlassian market, that is there forever? And I was always the user of that. And I received really often the question, why we buy bot-run configuration manager if we can use it for free? Because I know many people that did that, and I don't blame them, because if you don't have money, okay, but it's a shady stuff. But overall, I always try to pay them, and they have a nice model also of like a 1 month license, not whole year, and so on. But exactly the same problem they had. That the people one time hit that spot, and that's it. Also, when I think about that, they will come back 1 year later, 2 years later, and they cannot take the trial again. Because you can take the trial only once.
Yeah.
So next time when they will find that their instance is in the bad shape,
You're already whipping
Yeah.
and cleaning.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much for
that was a pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And enjoy the rest of the Team 24.
Do so.
Thanks.